Careful. The Skyen barrier on this level has spiraled into chaos.
Muyu really set a storm in motion. Now even he can't steer his own disaster.
No stopping. Let's get through this quickly.
I'll handle it. There it is, the Sanctum's shuttle, Muyu's little fortress.
That barrier of warped machinery won't yield to a simple strike.
Look, 2 weak spots in the perimeter. We can force a breach there.
Hold on, I got a better idea. See that shuttle over there? I'll ram it straight through the barrier. You two fly through before the crack closes.
That over there is worse than the Skyen's dangers. Even with a shuttle as a shield, you'll be putting your life at risk.
Safe paths don't lead to lost places. If there's an opening, I'm not letting it go to waste.
Jingron, what are your odds?
90% shot I get you two inside.
No, I mean, what are the odds you come back alive?
Some things you don't know till you try. Besides, we're running out of time. Those openings could disappear any second. Look, I've always known my wick was shorter than most. But how I burn it, that's my call. Even if the gods themselves disagree. So go save Xuanfang, big hero. I'm not planning on checking out just yet. Once this is over, maybe you'll see me again at my Shafu's old lady's place in Shanling Village.
This wisp of sword intent may not work miracles, but with your resolve fueling it, it will not fail you.
Rover, Paragon Ching Xiao, I'll leave that corpse-fiddling creep to you then. shuttles have gone completely haywire.
Jinran!
Minor hiccup. Steering's busted on this clanker. Gotta find another way. We'll head to the other opening.
Watch the rampaging mechanisms.
I see someone up ahead.
He's dead. And this time it's no puppet. This is his true body. The wound was fatal. It must have been the strike Jingran landed earlier.
If he's dead, then who's controlling those reverberations? Who sent the cloud shuttles and the auto puppets? This can't be over that easily.
The reverberations of the dead. They still pour in without end. They still cause the anomalies.
The emotions in those reverberations are weak little things. But they do make excellent fuel for transcendence. So, the two closest to the Sentinel. You've managed to find your way here.
Muyu, this corpse. Is this another one of your tricks?
This is my true flesh. The mortal vessel I cast aside. I'm being entirely honest with you. Your vision has narrowed, Paragon Qingshao. I expected someone as elevated as you to understand this path sooner. We were never enemies, truly. This time, you two simply happen to stand in my way. Save or destroy, neither has ever interested me. To break that fox's tedious restrictions and taste the fruit of true knowledge, I had to take a path from which there is no retreat.
I don't care about your plans. I came to take your life.
This time, you will pay for everything you've done in Xuanfeng Hold.
Then you shall make ideal test subjects. I came here to dissect the Sentinel's design, to understand the blueprint of divinity, then build myself into its equal. And now, I have reached the pinnacle of mechanist arts.
He's above us.
I have shed my mortal become the perfect Celestial. And you, Jinzhou, born to transcend, yet brought low by useless emotion and your pity for insignificant mortals.
They matter to me. Beware of the evils.
Celestial, you just copied the Savante craftsman and transferred your consciousness into an auto-puppet.
Those slaves bound to the Sentinel are unworthy of the name. I am the true Celestial, free of all chains. I have taken the most fragile thing in this world and made it my road to perfection. I have arrived at a future you cannot even fathom.
You are nothing but a monster feeding on the dead.
Too slow.
Heed my word.
One with the sounds.
Adapt and overcome.
Thunder Rumble! Celestial might, dispel all shadows!
Purged by my hand. Focus.
You both stand with mortals, again and again to protect. Have you ever thought about why they are weak? Flaws must be burned away. Excess must be shed. Only then can an ant one day stand beside a god.
One more time.
You just want the world to be a mirror of yourself. Every soul has its own light. The perfection you speak of is a hollow lie. I fight for the lights of the living. Each flame is a life, distinct and irreplaceable.
Thunderous aftershock. Cleansing radiance. Decisive moment.
This is not over. This is not my destination. Just a moment more. A moment more, and I will cast off this shell and ascend.
This grotesque puppet show ends now.
Imperial verdict.
How long can your resolve hold?
Predictable. One with the sword.
Thunderous aftershock. Crushing shot.
Change of mode. Pure lights. Shake the sky. Coolness. Cleanse the filth.
The reverberations from the D-rope. I'll have them all. Every last drop of rage, sorrow, and resentment. What did you do?
I shared my sword intent with the auto-puppets you experimented on.
You. The good jig you played. Has your cultivation addled your wits? You'd even protect the reverberations of the dead?
Even reverberations should not be sacrificed to conspiracy and ambition, nor stripped of their right to exist.
What a sword transcendent! What a swan paragon!
You infiltrated the Sanctum to steal the civilization capsule we're in, didn't you?
Do not misunderstand. The Sentinel's knowledge is my only concern. The one who wanted this capsule. Ask your old enemy. Xuan Fang is but one corner of the chaos in Mengzhou. Unfortunately, I have no interest in Balan Afra's petty schemes.
So she's the woman in red you mentioned before. A Fraxidus overseer?
It's irrelevant now. You defeated me because you were strong enough, not because my path was wrong.
Unrepentant to the last.
I accept the consequences of my work. To regret it now would be to dishonor all the materials I used to get here. Look at this guy, trying to stop us. Doesn't it remind you of the Etheric Sea? Soon, the reverberation's corruption will bring it all down. You may escape to reality, but Xuanfang Hold is doomed.
I will not let that happen.
This wretched city was built on the Sentinel's meddling. Every life it saved was a debt that must eventually be paid. Just like your protection, it has only delayed the inevitable. And now, above you, the bill has arrived. The tacit discords, the dead, the destruction Xuanfang was always meant to face.
So that was the plan? Trigger a collapse, destroy the barrier, and slip away in the chaos?
I told you, I do not care about what happens to the capsule. And I care even less for this hold. I want the Sentinel's knowledge exposed to the light of Solaris. Whether it saves the world or sets it on fire. Frankly, you two, I don't give a damn. Leave it to the Sentinel? Better that knowledge in human hands. In my hands.
You're driven by nothing but greed and a hollow ego.
At least you understand my madness. I never once hid my intentions from you.
Enough talk. Your delusion ends here.
I will stay here. My resonance ability can purge the malice from these reverberations. As long as someone stands against this falling sky, this place will endure. So...
Sheen asked me to vow that I would never forsake this city. And I promised you that you wouldn't walk this road alone. Master.
yes.
Whatever comes next, We'll face it together.
Xuanfang stands in peril, the sky about to fall. Everyone, will you lend me your swords?
There's a whole group of people here!
This is not the sword of one. It is the sword of all. Heaven falls, earth splits, but this sword will bring the dawn. Sky, break!
Oh, you have both worked very hard indeed.
She?
Thanks to the two of you and the people of this city, the reverberation corruption in the control mainframe was largely purged. I handled the anomalies that remained. With the mainframe restored, the censure courts and auto-puppets will function as they should. The tacit discords will be contained in due time. In short, Xuanfeng Hold has weathered the storm. Paragon Sing Sao, calm yourself.
Where exactly have you been all this time?
Xuanfeng has bled again and again, and its sentinel was nowhere to be seen. Whatever your reasons were, you owe us an explanation.
Very well. Then let us begin with the chaos Mu Yu sowed. When Mu Yu invaded the sanctum, I was not blind to it. But for certain reasons, I could neither intervene directly nor send word. In desperation, I trapped him inside the Xuan Yuan domain, within the mainframe, and strengthened the barrier to keep him from escaping. I believed he sought to extract the mainframe's core data. But to break my restrictions, he weaponized the reverberations to collapse the mainframe itself.
hold on. Back in the Sanctum, the Prism of Fate flickered. Was that you? Did you guide us into the Xuanyuan domain?
Only by stopping Muyu's chaos from within, together with my power, could we minimize the harm that spilled beyond.
One more thing. Is the Hold's control mainframe actually Meng Zhou's civilization capsule? Muyu certainly believed it was.
Not entirely. It is merely one small part of it. This situation exceeded even my calculations. Fortunately, you two were there. You saved Xuanfeng from far greater loss.
The rafter kite that led me to Fogvale Pagoda. You used the excuse of a meeting to lead me straight to Rover, didn't you?
So you figured it out after all. With my clever ally placing the Arbiter on the board as a wild card, I rather hoped you two would form a natural partnership.
The visions of Xuanfeng we saw in the domain.
I know your question. Those cloud shuttles and mechanisms were real, recorded blueprints. As for why they were never deployed during the Fortress and Gorgeous War, Qingzhou, the answer is simple. There was not enough time.
Time.
Besides, technology that outstrips its age is as much a curse as a blessing to the people of Mengzhou. It was never meant for the mortal world. It has already walked too many fates. Muyu's ruin is proof enough of where that path leads.
I'm not here to judge your past choices. But if some of Xuanfeng's problems began with its Sentinel, then its Sentinel should see them through.
Arbiter, Arbiter, Paragon Qingzhou. When the time is right, I will give you and Xuanfeng the answers you deserve. When that day comes, bring the Prism of Fate and come see.
And so, thousands of swords pierced the heavens, scattering the darkness. The ominous force over Xuanfeng was swept away. Mechanisms whirred back to life, and tacit discords were locked away. Above the sanctum, it seemed as though a river of stars had descended. As the dust settled, the righteous returned in triumph. Soldier and citizen cheered as one. Peace at last filled the city once more. Yet, before the sounds of celebration had faded, a certain garden collapsed without warning. As for the secrets it buried, that shall be a tale for another time.
Soy seems to want to discuss something. I'd better head to the Ministry of War and find Yang Yang first.
Thank goodness you're both safe. Yang Yang, come closer and let me get a good look at you. Are you hurt?
So I really am fine. Rover and Paragon Chingsha are the ones who went into the sanctum. They faced all the real danger. Rover, please don't praise me like that in front of my sister.
All right. Enough flattery, you two. Let's talk business. I'm speaking as chairwoman of the Jiaoming Commerce Guild now. After returning to Mengzhou, I used the guild's connections to dig into Muyu's past and contacted the main branch of Georgian Atelier. Muyu was a prodigy in automata mechanics. He designed Yuan Fortress 2 centuries ago, was a senior figure in Georgian Atelier, and had deep collaborations with Huashu Academy. About 20 years back, he was supposed to succeed the Flower Veil puppet as the next Grand Helm. Instead, he announced his departure from the organization and vanished.
After that, he probably hid in Xuanfeng under another identity, biding his time, refining his plan.
The Atelier has officially cut ties with him. They even offered to share information to help with the guild's investigation. But we know he was still receiving internal support through an informant. Oh, right. Did you meet the cat of the Netherland? Really? So he hasn't been seen since the sanctum. Typical. A proper ghost of the Jianghu. I wouldn't be surprised if he just shows up again one day.
I'm sure he also made it out safely. But did Muyu have dealings with the Fraxidus? He mentioned an overseer's name before we ended him.
We've only got one lead, from the Grand Helm herself. She said Muyu traded technology with the Fraxidus years ago, but the relationship didn't last. Hard to say if that's true or just the Atelier trying to cover its tracks. These past few days, besides investigating the Atelier, I also made a trip to Mengzhou City Hall. In Jinzhou, at least they served me tea while I waited. This time, they shut the door in my face. Said Mengzhou's magistrate wasn't receiving visitors. Xuanfeng's been hit by one disaster after another, yet City Hall remains eerily quiet. It's suspicious.
At least it has made good on its promise. A group of personnel and supplies will arrive from Mengzhou City soon. Another shipment of aid from Jinzhou has also arrived.
Things are indeed looking up. You two needn't worry about City Hall. I'll think of something.
Thank you, Soy Soy.
Your tone betrays you, darling. I can tell there's a lot on your mind. But you'll try to unwind, won't you?
Yeah. Things are peaceful in Xuanfeng for now.
I hope that won't change for a long, long time.
Very soon, the Waking Moon Festival will be celebrated across Mengzhou. Xuanfeng will be no exception. You should both take the chance to relax. Well then, see you soon. Don't forget about our next time, all right?
Rover, what did my sister mean by next time?
One day, we're all gonna visit Jinzhou together.
I'd like that.
You're here.
So, this is your training hall.
When I first settled here, it was nothing but an abandoned shack. Over the years, the local folk have helped me repair it of their own accord. I owe them a great debt. Cultivation may not need worldly comforts, but if I am to found a school, I should at least have a proper training hall.
Found a school?
I want to open a school here in Xuanfang. Teach others the way of the sword.
Where are you at with this?
Still at the very first step. Finding my first disciple. The first disciple is the foundation. The face the school shows to the world. I must choose with the utmost care.
Well, you did teach me to fly with the sword not long ago. Doesn't that mean...
Back in the Xuanyuan domain, I called you disciple, yes. And you called me master. But that journey has already ended. I have not truly guided you. Your swordcraft already stands on its own. I've no right to claim you as disciple. So, it must be your choice.
Qingxiao, if you'll have me, then our journey doesn't need to be over.
Very well. According to how my own master accepted me, taking on a disciple requires 2 steps. This shall be the first.
This is...
A sword talisman. I carved it myself over the last few days. My life-bound sword intent lives inside it. Think of it as a keepsake of our knowing each other, or as a bond between master and disciple. I hope you will take it.
To be my disciple, you must sever worldly ties, cast aside the 6 desires, and leave karma behind.
And if, in the end, I cannot,
then by that time, you will have found a way of your own.
So, now comes the second step, I guess?
I treat you to a meal. I believe it's called an initiation feast. When my master accepted me, she broke years of fasting just to share a meal. Bring along your adorable little friend as well.
Adorable? You mean Abby?
Up here, this land looks exactly as it was.
Yes, I knew you'd want it, so I specifically ordered a set for you.
But the author's already finished Volume 5!
No wonder.
I heard that.
Mungzhou fish and vinegar coming right up. Caught from the Luo River just this morning. You won't find fresher.
So sour! What's wrong with this fish?
This was the signature dish of Yuan's flavors in the late fortress. I received an invitation to eat there once. One bite, and the taste has never left me. Disciple, would you like to try some? Before, I always saw the people as those who quietly waited to be protected. But the truth is, they've always had the heart to protect themselves. To save for a day or to save for a lifetime, neither compares to teaching them the means to save themselves.
So, that's the real reason you're founding a school.
Many years ago, a fellow cultivator passed through Xuanfeng with his disciple during their travels across Shuanglong. He came up the mountain to visit me. Only then did I learn that to solve temporal disruption for future generations, he had to set a plan in motion with a golden-eyed one at Mount Firmament. It cost him dearly. His lifespan was nearly spent. And yet, he was at total peace. He had a disciple to inherit his legacy, and his teachings were already taking root across the world. Even if one can no longer walk their way, or devote their life to peace under heaven, there will always be someone to take their place. That is the lesson you taught me not so long ago.
So, as your first and most devoted disciple, it looks like I'll be helping with the teaching too.
You already have. To teach the sword is to offer someone a chance to find their own way with it. Even if they never master it, their body and spirit will still become stronger. Well,
Did you hear? That transcendent lady is incredible! They say she's the master of the greatest martial arts school in the whole wide world! What's it called again? Xuan Yuan School. Yeah, it's the best in the world!
in that case, Xuan Yuan School it shall be.
Did Paragon Qing Shao leave this behind? Swordcraft of the Golden-Eyed One.